yeah. Getting stuff started this morning, y'all. Oh, yeah. It's so good to have life. Oh, yeah, it's so good to have life. The day is Love Yourself Thursday. Oh, yeah, today is Love Yourself Thursday. You know, I was under the weather a little bit yesterday. Let y'all jam a little bit. I know we got some car stars out there. We got some guests coming in around 8 o'clock. We got a Prince. Oh, yeah, Prince Kwame from Ghana. And Willie Hamilton's going to be coming through. Yeah, I'm getting everything set up. All right. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. I was away yesterday. I was under the weather. You know, I keep telling you, health is wealth. Health is wealth. On this Love Yourself Thursday, be purposeful on loving yourself. Without doubt, baby, can't nobody love you more than you. You with you every second of the day. So you gotta love yourself. I know we look for sometimes we look for validation from others, but we gotta love ourselves, y'all. And here at 95.7 The Boss, what's up? We put it in practice. Yes. We put it in practice, loving yourself. Because I know we do for everyone else, our children, our spouses, our colleagues, our bosses. We do for everyone else, but sometimes we got to take our time for self. Yeah, got to take a little time out for self. So we're purposeful over here. We call it Love Yourself Thursday. Make sure you do whatever you want to do that indicates, that proves that you love yourself. Now, I usually hang out with my grandkids. 2 and 6, they in the mix. You know what I mean? Unconditional love. So whatever it is, if it's smoking a cigar, taking a long drive, reading a book, hanging out with your homeboys or homegirls, whatever it is that bring you happiness or love, do it. Do it today. Be purposeful. I know we're purposeful on everything else. Let's be purposeful on loving self. You know, we can't love anyone else unless we love ourselves. That's right. That's right. I have asked God. I said, God, what's the common denominator? Oh, yeah. What's the common denominator of saving our people? And it's love, y'all. That's the only way we're going to make it through. That's the only way you're going to make it through. So we got to, oh, yeah. Like they did in Alabama, we got to come together. See, my daddy's from Alabama. Oh, yeah. I've been telling y'all that we need to be coming together. Now, we don't have to fight, but we need to use some intelligence on the next time we come together. But I guess if that's the playground, that's the playground we got to play. But we need to come together and use our intelligent wealth. Without a doubt, we get up every morning and we take our intelligent wealth and give it to someone else. Yeah, y'all working for someone else. You're taking your time and your talents and your intelligence and you are giving it to someone else versus investing and loving yourself. So let's be purposeful, y'all. Let's be purposeful on this Love Yourself Thursday. Oh, yeah. And initiate how you love yourself. All right. You know, I hang out with my grandkids. That's what I do. You know, I've been hearing some stories out there. If, you know, I know we got a lot of people in despair, but it don't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. And so we're going to talk about some serious things. Oh, man. That's why we got to love ourselves, y'all. We cannot get no validation from anyone else outside ourselves. Love comes from internal. And sometimes we get tough love. Sometimes everybody don't get the same parenting. We got to realize that as a society. So that's why it's so important that you love yourself. Be purposeful today, y'all. Because the world's not going to love you back. That's the way it is right now. The world's not going to love you back, but the example of those brothers and sisters in Alabama, the courage to come to an aid of another. We have mothers that's dealing with children and fathers are gone, they either dead or in prison. We have people that need help. We shouldn't be putting our kids in foster care. Somebody got to step up in the family. We got to step up in our families. We cannot let our children go to foster care. And for the brothers and sisters that are listening to me in Sarpy County, Douglas County, East Omaha jails or prisons, because I know y'all listen, I get the feedback from y'all after y'all get out of jail. Shouts out to them brothers that have rehabilitated. We need you to rehabilitate. We can't keep going in and out of prison doors. They building another prison. They talking about in the juvenile level, they don't have enough beds for juveniles that's getting in trouble. We got to do some different things around here, y'all. And it starts with love. So I hear. So like I said, I've been hearing some some stories in our community where women have given up on their own children. They have given up on their own children. They say that they can't handle it no more. And for those young women that do not have kids right now, you need to listen to this story. You need to listen to the story so you don't make the same mistakes of not protecting yourself if you have intercourse. Because I hear these stories. I hear these stories because I'm on ground level, because we the boss. This is Love Yourself Thursday. What am I supposed to do? Ignore the stories that I hear? So this is specifically for the young men and women, especially young girls, young women. If you do not have any children, you need to listen to this, because this is real life. And in the last month, I've experienced a young lady that tried to commit suicide. I think she's like 24. She had 2 children, 2 and 3. Another young lady dropped her kids off to a 70-year-old grandmother, saying that she can't handle it no more. So if you do not have no children, and the greatest wealth is always hidden. The greatest treasures are always hidden: gold, diamonds, and one of the greatest treasures is a woman's body. So young ladies, protect yourself if you're having intercourse. You're not gonna get a man by having a baby. Or I'm gonna have his baby so he's gonna be around. No, that's stop with that foolishness. Look at your aunts, your mamas, your cousins, your peers. I'm tired of hearing these stories of these young ladies giving up on their own children. Our society is terrible. I'm glad my mama didn't give up on me. She couldn't even read and write, but y'all can read and write, and y'all giving up on your own children. You act like you're going to have a blessed life. I know we always want to use abuse for our lack of not loving self, but report the abuser. I heard a father was molesting his own daughter. So women, check your husbands. If we're gonna stop this cycle of abuse of our children, and then they grow up, and you see how they act in regards to the criminal justice system, because most of them have been abused by their own family members. And we're going to come together. I know we want to come together in a fight, but are we going to come together in other situations? Are we going to come together and help each other out in despair? Are we going to turn our back? But today is Love Yourself Thursday, baby. Here at The Boss, we do things different here, without a doubt. We work on your consciousness so we can make things better in our community. What's wrong with being a little bit better? What's wrong with being a little bit better? So, young ladies, and I gotta talk about this, because I witnessed a black 24-year-old young lady try to commit suicide. She's gonna leave her 2 children. And then we're having other black girls or women dropping off their children to their grandmothers. So, young ladies, if you're in a relationship, protect yourself if you're having intercourse. You're not going to get a man by having this baby. And if you messing with a nobody, somebody that haven't loved themselves by educating themselves, because education is the equalizer. We got to stop being foolish. And men, we got to step up. We got to take care of our children. These women are dropping off our children, and y'all don't care about your own damn children. It's a shame. We act like it's going to get better. You act like it's going to get better. It's not going to get no better. It's going to get rougher before it get tougher. Shouts out to this one going to my kids, boss with me.
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. Hard times got me thinking about relapsing. But I gotta stay focused when I'm in traffic. Cause where I'm from, gang, anything can happen. So I pack a gun, cause even bosses get caught lacking. I do this for my kids, do this for my kids. This for my nigga, you and bitch that can't see their kids. Get this deal, so I'm feeling how I really feel. Top 3 houses for my queens up in Bowen Hills. That's long-term plans, now I got my own bands. Just cop the drop with a top and a ceiling fan. I just pray my people step on this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. I just pray my people step on this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. I just pray my people step on this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
Time after time, I've been on my grind and knocking my shine. Got kids to feed, by any means I gotta get mine. It broke my heart when I had to see my kids cry. They cut me up to me a way I couldn't tell them why. My wife the sister said you left me out here by myself. So you nigga, you gon' do this time all by yourself. When you a street nigga and you feel like you ain't got nothing to lose, the one you love is the one you hurt. It's a dirty game, but I kept it true. No accolades, don't need the pause. I go hard minds at any cost. 3 more pants, I became a boss. When it's for the family, I can't take no loss. Ain't big enough, though, trying to judge me, y'all don't wear these shoes. So mind your business, so you end up on the evening news. Nigga for my 6, I dig to the bottom of his bag of tricks. Lace up these matches. Hit the payment, go sell this. If off the kick though, I'm grabbing the Mac and hit his bank. Before my kids start no sleep game, what the fuck y'all think?
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
If off the kick though, I'm grabbing the Mac and hit his bank. Before my kids start no sleep game, what the fuck y'all think?
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. There's no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
day I woke up, I ain't had no pocket change. I took my game up, then all of my pockets changed in the midst of the night. Well, in the blink of an eye, my man Central switched over like a sketch Gemini. It's only one rule, gotta get it how you get it, man. I work the boulevards like yayo, pulling char day, bro. Sitting in a big body counting live stacks, living for the moment, working to build this damn man back. My money keep stacking up, I'ma keep on adding it up until every day man faces tasting the rubber band. I got bags to fill up, homie, bag up. Before you fall back and give your body free of charge, I can stay at 100, so rollers look right past. If they stop and chop the block, I can just ride past. Motivated for more paper, let me show out on you haters. This matter down the mother, cause I hustle harder than made it.
I can hear the streets calling for me every night to hustle long.
And I feel like
and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. I hustle hard.
I go hard for what I know. The streets they already know. The finest VIP spots, the finest cars and the clothes. I went from housing and food stamps to D-bags and price tags. Dream about the day I cop a Phantom Hum to an ice jack. Attract massive and skrillin' like bananas, I feel you. I don't pop pills, just bottles and college with skills. Can't quit my day job next time I pull my exempts. I can't quit my day gig cause I ain't touching me yet. I rise hours before the sun with my head in the sky still. Praying for bigger days, hustling better ways. I get swallowed by city lights. Empty my shine, get right and with that alone. I can't tell my days from my nights. I keep my eyes on the prize and I keep my head in the cloud. 1 foot stuck in the gutter and I'm trying to get out. I found out no matter who you is or what it's about, you hustle stacks and flip back until they turn your lights out like.
I can hear the streets calling for me every night to hustle long.
And I feel like
and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. I hustle hard. I get my hustle
so hard on wood, no good, so good. I can say it feels so good. At this point to be no good. All I ever wanted in my life was respecting the money. Now that I got it, I'm tired of running and ducking. You feel me, cousin? Flipping it like the flipper in charge, just like the skipper, like T-Pain. I'm sprung to these streets. Mine is the stripper, no punch lines and gimmicks. Embrace the game like an infant, make the streets and the industry. Feel me? It must be the spirit of every rapper that be in me. My caliber is full, so I just bust until I'm empty. And it's a rude awakening for the ones that's mistaken me for the one, and they never gon' get it, cause I ain't good enough, right? Nightmares come daily, my hustle to keep them faded on smooth. Operating like I did, be slinging. The matter of fact, I'ma go ahead and leave and let my brother sing and life feel kinda sank. Tell him.
I can hear the streets calling for me every night to hustle long.
And I feel like
that I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. I hustle hard, I get my hustle long.
DJ Kwame. Paris. Oh, yeah. X-ray conversations deeper than love making. I'm exploring your body before I'm gonna take it. And if you're feeling self-conscious, baby, just go and say it. Do it all day and embrace it, girl. You were born naked. My home run, so I take my time through all bases. And in my book, you the one I mentioned in all pages. I'm prepared, cause real is rare. You know the saying. Over the years, you recognize, girl, I ain't playing. I'd be deceiving myself if I caught myself creeping. And I'd be lying to myself if I told myself believe it. A brave heart ain't never scared to do. So if you ask truth or dare, just gotta tell you the truth. Remember you told me sometimes you get a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm headed to your bed and forgot about my schedule on purpose. Oh, you don't even gotta settle with some guy who think he's better if he's worthless.
Nah.
Cause every time you cry, we cry. Like every night.
Do you believe you can fall in love with quality? Give up the fame and the fortune and the vanity. Your feminine ways have me thinking for a moment.
And I appreciate the fact my patience was worth it. Coast to coast, we toast to growth. I hope you grow to all with or without me. I know these roads will not be smooth, so you gotta walk these roads with or without me. I done cut these anchors off from around me. You ain't real and get from around me. As you can see, respect's around me. So don't you be too extra around me. If you ain't real, then get from around me. And don't you be too extra around me. If you ain't real, then get from around me. And don't you be too extra around me.
Remember you told me sometimes you get a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm headed to your bed and forgot about my schedule on purpose. Oh, you don't even gotta settle with some guy who think he's better if he's worthless. Cause every time we cry. Like every night.
Hey, Static. Michael Paris.
Yeah. You deserve better. You're a living treasure. And if you have me, I'll have you.
You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. Oh, yeah. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey. Sit right up under my nose, but I was still able to breathe. But she's that much smarter than me. Guess she wanted better than me. Guess she wasn't ready for me. Just wanted to see what was free. Why would you take it from me if you got plans to replace it? You ain't trying to protect it. You don't want to embrace it. You just want to possess it. It was golden. Please call the police, cause my shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. Oh, yeah. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey. I should've knew right then. My heart was skipping a beat. There was up under my feet. Guess all in the moment of heat. Guess you were the one that I needed. But as far as I could see, it was so sacred to me. But you ain't holding no secrets. You just wanna expose it. Damn, I really look stupid. Social media knows it. This house wasn't open. You just broke it. And my shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came here without a key. Don't know what you took from me, but I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey. I hear you crying, struggling, trying to get through this time. Good days are coming, bringing you joy and a little peace of mind. I know that life can be unfair. I know you feel deserted by the ones who pretend they're on your side. The world has heard the words they say, the endless lies that all will be okay. How can something like this happen today? I hear you crying, struggling, trying to get through this time. Good days are coming, bringing you joy and a little peace of mind. I know that children are dying. I know your happiness has come and gone. Like a thief in the night to everything. Oh, I feel a little weak, tired of all the violence of this world. I feel such a shame inside. Oh, the shame in my heart. There has got to be a way. Crying, struggling, trying to get through this time. Oh, in a little bit every time. I hear you crying. Oh, they're coming. Oh, people watching their dreams fall apart, screaming to you with all their heart. I'm alive, but our leaders can't be found. People pray with all their strength, wanting only to leave again. When and where, I don't care. It is time to tell the truth. I hear you crying. They're coming. I hear you crying. Little peace of mind.
Let me talk to the streets for a minute. It all started out with history. Wanted to get cash that he grew up with. But let the clip pass. Slugged to this whole front door and gave him whiplash. His homies tried to jump on the G right after gym class. He's out here balling on the things that we going through now. Never thought things would change. He backed me up when I was in court for letting them hang the swing. Beefing with them, they knew my nana's name. I was a little badass kid. I could get some dope, test them, kiss you goodnight without a mistletoe. Having the game on lock. It's in the figure four. The homies that he looked up to was ass flipping coke. He was a big fish out with some small fries. They plan was to murder this kid, and I was the fall guy. And I remember the night that I was hog tied this 5400 block. the apartheid. But these are the days. He hit the back streets. His coach said he had real potential to be an athlete, and he still do, because he turned this hood into a track meet. And gun his enemy goes down. You could ask Chief. So if you living so fast, you need to slow it down. Heavy is the head that wears it. But you can hold the crown grinding on these north side streets. It's hard to maintain. Little kids is out here dying. It's all the same thing.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
See the judge her. You never knew her brother was blood. She caught the slug first, the pain just too much to bear. But the drugs work. Walking through the gray yard at night, just to hug dirt. Through all the years with my fallen peers. When you get the call, you know the dawn is near. I give it all to have my partners here. Paul Bear sitting in calmest chair. This killer Paul, we some martyrs here. I know my homies done, been through a lot. But we still stand, my baby mama say I ain't. She need a real man, but ever since Jimbo been gone. And they kill brain, it's hard to even focus on here, let alone feel pain. Cause even on the sunniest days, I can feel rain and they say keep my head on the clouds. Cause times are healed, Jay. My times is now, we gon' have it all. My time is now, and I'd rather ball. So they say.
So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. Getting clearer, I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. Things start getting clear.
One person is dead. Another person has been arrested after a shooting early yesterday morning. Omaha police got a call just about 4 o'clock regarding gunfire at the They are charging the suspect with murder and weapons charges.
The smoke that's in my mirror, my eyes.
Okay. Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs. We're getting everything ready. Got our guests in the house. You know, I'm a king. I had to bring the prince in. I had to bring a prince in. I'm from the King Plantation. Hey, shouts out again to Alabama. You know, my daddy's from Alabama. That's what they do in Alabama, y'all. Aliceville, Alabama. I just want to give shouts out to my people down in Alabama, without a doubt. And that's how we need to stick together. But I know we come together to fight, but we need to come together intelligently also. And I guarantee you, I got goosebumps, God's in the building. I guarantee you, if we come together and put our intelligent wealth together, oh man, we're unstoppable. And then I've been hearing, oh yeah, I got a brother in the house. I've been getting a lot of information from our African leaders in regards to their raw materials. And I already told you guys what's the next venture. You know, we got to get an internet. The FCC just opened up a new window for radio stations. We got to get these radio stations, y'all. We got to get another 500 stations. But the next move is import-export. It has to be import-export. We cannot let the European man or the Asian man be the intermediary. We know our brothers and sisters over there. We need to be doing some direct trade. Right now, the United States government have a relationship with 25 African nations where we can do trade without a tariff. We need to make sure that act is reinforced. And so next time we talk to Bacon, we need to make sure that act is reallocated so we can continue to trade without a tariff. See, we smart over here. We're smart over here without a doubt, because my mama picked cotton for real. So the next move is import-export. We got all these sisters over here that are using shea butter. And they're making all type of products and all type of, healing elements. And we're getting it from someone else. We're going to somebody else's store, buying it retail versus going to straight to Africa and getting it wholesale. All we got to do is come together collectively. All the sisters that's buying shea butter say that we want to buy a metric ton of shea butter. I don't know what a metric ton is, but it sounds a lot. It sounds a lot. And we come together collectively and buy our own shea butter. Now you have way more product at a lesser cost, and now you can make more money on the retail side. We got to start using our intelligent wealth. I know we want to come together and fight, but we got to come also together and use our intelligent wealth. Right now, it is a time to get it done. I'm waiting on my co-host to come in. I think she used to come in at 8 o'clock. She is Miss Side Hustle, Queen of Side Hustle, Martine. She's going to be in. But we got my man, Willie Hamilton, and Prince Kwame, right? Prince Kwame. The last time I seen the Kwame, he had a thing in his hair. You don't rap, do you? This Kwame don't rap, y'all. This Kwame don't rap, but he is a part of an initiative where my brother Willie Hamilton is developing a sister city. And the main emphasis is to develop relationship trade and use our intelligent wealth on both sides of the ocean. If we're not thinking like that, I don't know what y'all thinking about. All the raw materials come from Africa. Our brothers and sisters over here from the Congressional Black Caucus, I'll be up at our conference, but we got to make sure that American interest is not like France interest. I've been hearing a lot about France. The African leaders over there, bonjour, and I took French in high school. That's the only word I know, bonjour, mademoiselle. So we got a lot to deal with, but the brothers and sisters, if we truly want to come together and fight, we got to fight to make sure that that we look to the homeland. Y'all call it Africa, I call it the homeland. We got to make sure that we're looking out for the homeland. Uranium, gold, platinum, diamonds, oil, cocoa, almonds. What you want, we got it. I ain't talking about the fruits and stuff, the vegetables. So we got to make sure that we're looking out for our brothers and sisters. We cannot continue to let missionaries separate and divide us by stereotypes. We're the same people. This next song that I'm going to play is by my man Sherman Wells and Riel Kell. Riel Kell is from South Sudan. And Sherman is from Omaha. This song is called, let me see if I can get it. This song is called The Same. They collaborated because they're letting you know that we are the same. No matter what continent or nation we come from, if we have melanin, we are the same. If we're from the black diaspora, we are the same. Shouts out to this collaboration. And then we're going to play another collaboration between Africa and America, between artists. Because it's already started happening already. The young people already started meshing the African beats and then the urban beats. I mean, you can't mess with our flavor. Boss with us. This song's called The Same. Boss with us.
We don't come for trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We're tired of these games. struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah.
I'm not here for no trouble. I'm just here to explain that my people is tired of brainwashing mind games. From the start, I was told that we was at a disadvantage. Well, if you believe in his story, that was my understanding. We descendants of slaves, but now they keep stressing we free. With all the agendas they still pushing in our communities, the lack of unity like you and I could never be. Subconsciously taught to think my own race is my true enemy. But now I know we guys with mental higher ways of thinking. And we was free before slave ships and Abe Lincolns. And Martin tried to preach us, and Malcolm tried to reach us, and Rosa Parks showed us that we really don't have to give our seat up. Somehow we fail to see the power of our true potential, except it's still wanted from people proving that they still against you. We need to heal ourselves before we try to integrate. Remember, everything is not food
We
that
don't
get put
come
on your
from
plate.
trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We're tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same.
We the same, baby.
Yeah. Got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, pushing for a reason. Gotta win and got it for a reason. Yeah, living in the land, got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, pushing for a reason. Got it, win and got it for a reason. My people bleed out, but why we bleed out? Kids is deep down. We don't come from trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We're tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same.
The same.
Yeah.
From the homeland to the new land, without a doubt, baby. Shouts out to Real Kells. She's from South Sudan. And my man, Sherman Wells from ONE. Oh, yeah, they let you know that we are the same, baby. Without a doubt. We got to collaborate. We got to get it done. Oh, yeah. Today is Love Yourself Thursday. You know what we do here at 95 The Boss? We actually love ourselves. We demand that you do something that indicate, that prove that you love yourself. I'm hanging out with two powerful brothers. We're gonna let's go ahead and get a dialogue. We'll have Martine. We'll have her come and slide in. Come on, slide on a little bit, Prince. We're gonna actually, I got the gentleman in the building. You can just talk naturally. Want to move the chair too low?
No, it's okay.
I think it lifts up. Yeah. I don't want to be short. I don't want you to be short. Everybody else tall. There we go. That makes it different right there. All right, so I got the Instagram going. I'll let y'all look at all that handsomeness. Y'all see me all the time. Y'all see my handsomeness all the time. So I got two other brothers in the house, y'all. We're going to have some fun, but also we're going to talk about opportunities. We're going to talk about opportunities, but also we're going to listen to, hear from a prince, an actual prince from Ghana. And so we want to make sure that we actually love our neighbors and show them hospitality like he have shown our brothers and sisters. Now, Martine, she takes the exhibition over to Africa every year. I know they're gonna be doing something like that in December, and I got some clothes that was just made in Ghana, so I'm gonna bring them out. Yes. When they was over there last time, I got some nice stuff, boy. I got some nice stuff. Show my chest and everything, y'all. Oh yeah, ladies are. Oh yeah, I'm doing the push-ups. I'm doing the push-up, ladies. So for real. So no, but that's the flavor that you get when you connect with your brothers and sisters. That flavor, that authenticity, but also that opportunity to learn. And so I'm gonna let these, how these stars are. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates to introduce themselves. I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves. We're gonna get right into the dialogue. So what's going on, Jim? How you guys doing? I'm turning that fan down a little bit.
Doing good. I want to thank you so much for allowing us to come on and talk about the Sister City initiative. Black Men United actually started that initiative, and the whole focus is to be able to connect back to the continent,
Right.
and through cultural, educational, economic, as well. And the opportunities are so great over there, but we got to learn more about Africa and not believe some of the stereotypes that people talk about. So I'm excited that this man is in our city, but I mean more excited at the opportunities that lies before us, and all we got to do is just walk through the door. So I'm gonna pass this on to my friend and Prince Kwame.
So how you doing, sir?
Oh, pretty good. I'm excited. I'm very glad to be here. 95.7, The Boss radio station.
Yes.
I am glad to be here. And thank you for the wonderful job that you are doing for our people. Thank you so very much.
Well, you know, I get it from my mama and them. You know what I mean? So I cannot help it. It's in my blood. And so when you read to your mother every day because she can't read or can't write, then I learned early in life that failure is not an option. You know, I might lose, you know, go to the playground, lose, but I'm coming back tomorrow. But failure is not an option. And so those are the principles that my mom, you know, laid down early, that no, you don't give up. You don't give up. You might lose today, but we're gonna win tomorrow. And so this journey is a continuous journey of freedom. So the Sister City, tell us a little bit more about the Sister City initiative, and what's the purpose and what's the benefits of the Sister City?
I'll let the Prince.
Sure, thank you. Let me a little bit introduce myself. My name is Prince Kwame Jason. I am the Sister Cities County Representative for Ghana, and I've been involved in Sister Cities program, which was established by the United States President Eisenhower. You know, I've been involved in Sister City for 23 years, and I've really taken the Sister Cities, you know, to a height in Ghana. Currently, we have more than 30 city relation with the United States of America in Ghana. And the new one that coming on board is the Solpon, which my brother here got me involved in. You know, they were looking for sister cities in Ghana. And then because I'm the country rep, it came to my attention. And then we'll be looking for city to match, you know, what exactly will be good for Omaha. So we've been on this thing for a while, and by Zoom, by telephone, and I thank Willie. You know, now he's my big brother.
Okay.
I said everything we do,
Right.
and we talk every day and things like that. But when it comes to the sister cities, I mean, just like Willie said, you know, that's a lot of benefit when this thing was created. You know, as imply a city-to-city relationship, you know, across country. So now, you know, what it is the US city, you know, which is Omaha here, looking for a city in Ghana. You know, so now we settle on a city called Solpon in the central region.
Okay.
Which they are going to match with.
Now,
Very beautiful
what's
city.
the population of that
The
city?
population there, basically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it should be about 30,000 people.
Okay.
That's the population of Solpon. You know, I mean, very, very beautiful city. You know, before I came, you know, I have to go over there to maybe stand around. So that is a beautiful city to match them. Now, in terms of, you know, you ask of benefits, what the sister city does. Okay, like I said from the beginning, as implied, you know, it's a relationship which obviously cut across trade, education, you know, and all that. It depends on the way you promote it. Now, I always telling Willie, you know, I mean, if we are preparing our mind to sign this MOU, after signing, ain't nobody going to be sitting down. It need to be developed. City to city is just like a marriage, which I would personally give a description to. You know, you have to work at it and make sure you make the gains out of each city relationship. So that's what exactly it is. We just signed a very big one with Bahamas before I came. which was very interesting. Little did I know the Bahamas Prime Minister today is a Ghanaian.
Okay, he's a Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. We didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but through slavery, so his son was doing research, a career of research to know where they come from.
Okay.
And then the research led them to so many places and realized that they came from a little town in Western region, which is called Princess Town. So the prime minister sent his wife, sent a lot of delegation, and gradually it led to this a big relationship that we signed, which very excited, about it. So we signed that, I think, about a couple of months ago before this one is coming. So this is going to be the next one that we're going to be doing, and which I'm very excited, and that is what I'm here. I've been here for Omaha, and I've never been here. I live in the U.S. for quite a time. My family is here. I was telling Willie, but so when he said I should come to Omaha, I said, Omaha, where? But hey, my brother came here yesterday, and I'm very, very, very elated. I've been welcome here, and I'm excited. And I said, wait a minute, this is a beautiful city, which I'm very, very, very. I'm beginning to love the city already. So I called my family today and said, hey, you all need to come over here and see what is happening. So yes, it's a good thing for us to do. We need to improve, the relationship in Africa, like you guys introduced. And then through sister cities, I believe there's a big thing that will be achieved.
Okay. Now, so you already started a relationship. Have you signed the deal yet?
We have not signed yet. So I'm here to meet the board, to talk to them, to brief them about what we've done so far, and I believe they will plan in November coming over to Ghana to sign. And then we welcome a whole delegation, including yourself, to join them.
Okay. Heck yeah, without a doubt. That sounds real major. So after the signing of the relationship of the sister city, now there's a potential of trade.
Precisely. There's a potential of trade. Not only that, I mean, it covers a lot of. It depends. Like, let me be clear. It depends on what the relationship the two people put across to each other.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that you can do with sister series, but if you don't say anything, you just lie down there. So there is a need for the two cities to develop a business plan, a feasibility study that, say, look, we want this, we want that, because there's a lot of things that you can achieve in Ghana. There's a lot of things that you can achieve in Omaha under the relationship.
Right.
It depends. Okay, is it education? Is it trade? Anything that you want to do. So that is what the sister city does. You identify potential and then you go after it.
Great. Well, sure, man. I'm glad this initiative has started. I was in Denver, and hopefully this will be the next move. And since the Eppley Airport is growing, maybe we'll need to start the conversation of having a direct flight to Africa.
That's right.
Versus going through Europe or wherever else. I think that need to be the next move, because if
it can be done, because as we speak, we only have Delta. I told him already. I said, Willie, if we're going to get into this relationship, we really need to expand it. Because currently what we have a United Airlines and then a Delta flying from New York and Washington. Why is it that can't we have a direct flight from this area, to Ghana and Africa? There's a lot of potential in this thing, so I was talking to me about yesterday, and then we're talking. So this is just an early stage, and then the first foremost is to push the agreement for it to be signed, which is going to be between your mayor. The signatory to the agreement is a mayor to mayor. It's a city to city relationship. Now with our traditional, so we just had a program in Cape Town, South Africa, as the first African regional conference of sister cities.
Okay.
We pushed this in, and we'll be able to. We were granted in 2019, so we had our first conference this February. And one of the things we identified that the traditional authorities in Africa should also be a signatory to this MOU, because hey, what it is the unfortunate thing, but in Africa, all mayors are not elected; they are all appointed. So when you sign an agreement, because whatever development that you do it for the people. Now in Ghana or Africa, as you know, the custodian of the people and the land are the traditional rulers.
Okay.
So if you are a mayor, if you are a politician, whatever you do it for nobody but the people. So we need the tradition authority to also be the signatory. So whatever you do, they'll be aware of it.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Checks and balances is
That's
always
right,
good.
precisely.
Yeah, checks and balances is always good. So make sure that it's beneficial to everyone, and no one is corrupt. Especially if we're trying to, build the next generation. Man, that sounds great. So November, you guys can go over, sign it, and then after that, we can start talks, develop a feasibility study, a business plan on how we can collaborate. I like that. So, so in the next year, what's your goal, Willie? After you sign, from November 2023 to November 2024, do you have any specific goals in that first year?
No, and we have to understand this is just the beginning.
Mhm.
So we have to be strategic about whatever thing that we do.
Mhm.
And so the prince and myself and the committee and others would want to maybe sit down and say, hey, look, this is what we want to happen the first year. This is what we would like to see the second year.
Right.
And this is what we would like to see the third year. We know right now, man, there is so much interest in Africa. I just did our first conference, the malaria conference,
Mm-hmm.
and it was done in Metro last year.
Right.
We're already planning on doing a second conference, and we have connected with UNMC.
Okay.
We're connected with Metro. They want to have train more nurses to be able to go over and educate people over in Africa. We already talked to several individuals who want to do business in Ghana.
Mhm.
We actually did a event down at the chamber. It was very surprising that so many individuals were aware of Africa, but also want to be engaged with Africa.
Mhm.
And so we want to be able to set up that situation where we got Black leaders, Black business folks who want to invest or do business in Africa.
Okay, great. Is this how many sister cities? So you just deal with Ghana region?
Yeah, I currently deal with Ghana, but I mean, looking at the whole sister cities across Africa, I'm the owner operating from Ghana. Yet we have individual representative for each country in Ghana,
Mhm.
but they all domicile in the United States, and that gave me a lot of advantage to pine through the whole African countries because I'm domiciled in the US and I come here quite often. My family is out here because I used to live here, in Chicago,
Okay.
for quite a few years. Yeah. So yeah, we need to really push the African sister cities agenda, which for beneficial to all of us, our brothers and people here.
Mhm. Now Willie's Black. So do you get? What about your other sister cities? Were they led by Black initiatives, or did?
No, sister cities seriously. Sister city does not do Black, does not do brown, does not do anything. It's a sister city created by the United States President Eisenhower those days, which have a relationship. So I mean, this span throughout the whole world.
Okay.
Throughout the whole world. So it's not any matter of Black thing or white thing or brown thing or yellow thing. So we just met in North Carolina at our leadership conference where people all over the world came there. So that was delegation coming from here to meet me, and we discuss this program. So it is the relationship. It is to a city.
Mhm.
That's why it's called sister cities, city to city relationship, more or less, so that a city in a country can cross border to a different country to have a relationship and then do development thereafter. We don't look at the political structure or anything of the sort.
Good.
It's not politics.
Okay, cool. Not politics at all. Okay.
No, we don't do that. Sister does not have eye for politics. It have eyes for economic development, things like that.
Okay, so the main focus of community, and I really want to get that across, so people be more open.
That's right.
To participating, because politics, bring separate people. So this is not a political thing. It's strictly an economic business relationship.
People to people organization.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. People to people.
Yep. So if you're listening and you want to develop a relationship with Ghana, this is an opportunity. So when Willie comes back in November after their trip, I know they're going to talk about their plan. that feasibility study as well as business plan in regards to what raw materials or what wealth or talent that we have, and what raw materials and what wealth and talent they have that we can trade.
You know, for me, it's a no brainer. We're an agriculture state, right? Ghana, it's the same. They grow everything.
Right.
So it just makes sense. Matter of fact, I don't know if people heard of the Husker harvest. So Husker harvest is going to be, I can't remember what they're going to be at Grand Island, I think. Husker harvest is, I think, in September. And so we're actually bringing in Dr. Kofi Boa.
Okay.
And he's out of Kamase. But he's probably one of the leading authority around regenerative ag.
Okay.
Right? So if you're in Africa, most of the farmers are small farmers. Right? And he helps them grow their product without using chemicals.
Okay.
At all.
Right.
And it also helps the land. So they actually bring the delegation over when they come. And we're going to hopefully be intertwine Dr. Boa with that delegation. And we're just building strong relationships, right? With not only Prince Kwame, but with Dr. Boa, with Kofi Amorbin, with folks throughout the continent, and Corinne softball with the Midlands African Chamber from Togo.
Right. Now, I know you're not political, but do politics get in your way?
No. As a matter of fact, I use the politics to develop sister cities in Ghana. I mean, thanks to the Ghana government. You know, like I said from the beginning, in Ghana, politicians, more or less, the mayors are appointed. So sister cities in Ghana is a local government issue through the municipal assemblies. So the mayors are appointed, the directors are appointed, and things like that. So talking about agriculture, for instance, what I'm trying to promote, I'm glad he talks about agriculture, because I live in the United States here, what I'm looking at the way we can collaborate in agricultural business. What do I mean by that? I am looking at the way I can promote the American farmers to Ghana to collaborate.
Okay.
I'm looking at that. I'm promoting that from Arkansas. Okay, let me explain. In the United States, American farmers, I think, go into farming for 6 months. They're fully subsidized because of the winter. So for another 6 months, they sit at home not doing anything.
Right.
So I am looking at the way how we can take advantage of that 6 months, getting an American farmer to go to Ghana and get into collaboration with Ghanaian farmers to do farm. Because Ghana has a vast land, and then we can do that through the municipal assemblies.
Right.
So maybe we can look at it the way, okay.
So basically, you could pay the American farmer a consultant fee.
Right. That is what.
Yeah. So they don't own the land, but they come in and you pay. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
Say okay. We say for instance, let me just believe there. Omaha has a relationship with Solomon. Now, if we sign the agreement, so you become a relationship. Okay. Now, Solomon Municipal Assembly can collaborate with Omaha farmers by providing a land for them over there. So that when they come over there, there's a land you have to farm. So they'll bring their resources and the experience to farm. So the only thing that you have to do, okay, how probably the profit sharing will be, which will have to be discussed among them.
Right.
So the 6 months will not go for waste. And if we do that, you could see that in no time, food production in Ghana or Africa will just blossom. That's right. So hey, we're talking to John Deere equipment. John Deere. Okay, they have a branch in Ghana. We're talking to them, so we have to get people to buy in. So if Willie here is a farmer, all you have to do is to come to Ghana with expertise and tools, where we can get some kind of Department of Agriculture within the United States to buy in. So that is a thing that I'm developing in my mind to see how we can make it work.
Right. Now, John Deere is already over in Ghana?
Yeah, John Deere is in Ghana.
So y'all got tractors already?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, John Deere is big time in Ghana.
Okay, all right. Well, John Deere, what's up, John Deere? We need discount, something.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure, for real. That's cool. Okay, so you got the tractors. I like that 6-month deal because, but I wouldn't do no profit share. I would do a consultant fee.
Okay.
Consultant fee. You pay them good money for come over there, consult, and no.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm developing it, so it depends on the way we all have to work. Okay, thank you.
Because the reason why
right.
There's an old proverb, Bishop Tutu.
That's right.
He said that several
Okay.
that are very wholesome, great men, and you pay them nice consultant fee, they'll come over there and that can subsidize what they're doing over here. So no, they can't have ownership. No. Y'all heard it here at the boss. But that's a great initiative, and that's easy. That would be easy to start because what do you guys grow?
Oh, I mean, we'll grow. I mean, anything in the Ghanaian land and African soil. Once you put it there, it grows.
Okay.
Oh yes, anything.
Okay.
That's why we said, like you begin by saying that Africa, we have everything from agriculture to all mineral resources. We have them.
Okay.
Anything that you put in the soil, it grows.
Now
we've been blessed with that.
So your growing season.
It's 12 year. Yeah, we don't have any 6-month thing. No, we don't have no 6-month business in agriculture. We have agriculture grow up throughout the year.
Lord, have mercy.
Right.
So I can go give me a grape and I can go give me a pear,
mango.
Right. Oh yeah,
mango,
it's fresh,
pineapple, and all that stuff.
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, now how far are y'all on the ocean?
Oh yes.
So y'all border the ocean. Okay.
Oh yes, we border the ocean.
I gotta look at my map.
I mean, if you look at Ghana, it's around the coast.
Yeah. I got my map up there.
And Bill, we actually put it together. Graham Christensen, he's Omaha Permaculture, Malcolm X, the Black Agenda Alliance, the Mayan community, the Native American community, all interested in doing this. And so we're collaborating. That's why we bring in Dr. Boa and Francis, because we see the potential.
Oh yeah, without doubt, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, so we're excited about this collaboration, this sister city partnership. So I'm just waiting for the next step, man.
Well, God is on earth, and his wife is Mother Nature. And for those that are recognizing it, they're putting in work. And so you guys are putting in work. It's necessary because it's going to develop a conduit of opportunities for the next generation. And so the work that's done today is going to be significant. This is going to affect our community for decades if we do it right. And so agriculture, that is the lowest hanging fruit. We got to eat. We have to eat. And for that 6 months, I would love to get some watermelon in at Baker's or wherever, but we can't have no watermelon in December because we don't grow none. But we connect with Ghana, they can send me some watermelon or some nice juicy pears, whatever. Now I know y'all grow some stuff down south, but they down south their growing season it's even affected. They're below the equator, y'all. They're below the equator. So Prince Kwame, is there anything that we didn't discuss? We want to make sure that any other benefits that's going to come out of this relationship.
Well, another big benefit to be tourism.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no big benefit tourism because Store Point is next to Cape Coast. Cape Coast, as you know, has that's where the slavery started from. Where all the fort and castles are there.
Okay.
So I mean, if you remember when Obama came to Ghana, I mean, he went there. So that is the next to this. So that's a big tourism boom within that region.
Okay.
The central region. So, I mean, Willie or you can organize, like I'm saying, even if you're going to be coming November, why don't you come with a very big group? You better start announcing it, promoting it so that you can get a very group to follow you, come for the agreement. And that would be very, very good. So take advantage of the tourism.
Yeah. Tourism. Okay. Yeah. And the culture, the arts.
Yeah.
And, and also tech.
Okay.
Tiffany Gamble actually went over there with us. She actually has an office, a school over there, teaching tech. She's actually a what they brought her in and made her like a queen mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's queen mother.
Okay.
In Accra.
Okay.
So we have a presence there, and even more of a presence once this thing get off the ground.
Right.
So many people want to be able to go, but we got to remember it's costly,
Right.
right?
So how much it cost to fly to Ghana?
15.
Yeah, $2,000. You know, I mean, it depends on the season.
Is that round trip or
Yeah,
what?
round trip.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the season. So, I mean, let me say this. Okay, that is one advantage Sister City gave. You know, I mean, for instance, I've heard so much about Omaha, Warren Buffett, whatever. That's what I heard about. I never knew that I would one day have a really come here, but I'm here on Sister City's platform.
Right.
Now, Sister City will give you an opening door, you know, for you to travel, because a lot of people here probably heard about Ghana, you know, how do I get to Ghana? Now, Sister City is now here having a relationship with Ghana. You better tie on it and then come. There's enormous opportunities in Ghana to do business.
Okay.
I always say that there's enormous opportunity in Ghana to do business. You know, span from real estate. Look, a lot of Americans are in Ghana today. They only come on a visit. Before they knew it, you know, somebody has a coming from California. He has a hospital there. You know, a lady came before I knew it. You know, this Rose Street. You have this van selling. You know, food truck. Yeah, this lady came to Ghana and realized, oh, wait a minute, I can do this here. Before you know it, if you come to Accra, if you want to get to Accra, you go to Lebanon, you have a food truck all over the place. Opportunity.
Right.
So it's a matter of you come in there and then see a big opportunity there. So don't shy away from it. Once this MOU sign, you have an opportunity. The Omaha, you know, Ghana, sort of relationship, and you can come there any day and then also get the opportunity and then start some kind of business in Ghana, real estate, big time in there.
Okay. Stereotypes, because, you know, as Willie said, that, you know, most people have the perception of it just shacks in Africa. There's no buildings, there's no streets, it's like that. Let's talk about some of those myths, so it could decrease the fear in people of doing business with Africa. Now, do you guys is guns legal in Ghana? Can people carry guns like they carry guns here?
No. I mean, I spoke about it yesterday. Ghana is a very peaceful country. You know, we have laws. We don't entertain such things. Hey, you can walk on the street in Accra, 12 midnight, 1 a.m., and it's as peace as you can have it. That's not, you know, I mean, even Steve Harvey talked about this some time ago on his radio station. You know, so when I got to Ghana, I was so surprised that I don't even see, you know, police carrying guns like here, you know, so there's nothing like that. Look, I lived in this country for so many years back. Yeah, I heard this story all over the place. It's what they put in American domain to say that Africans, we don't have buildings. So the question I always ask, which building does American ambassador live in? In Ghana. You know, you'll be amazed. You know, I mean, we had this very first experience in Cape Town. Willie was there. And then when I got my platform to speak, you know, anytime we want to take a conference to Africa, it's like the sisters, they are very scared about it. But this was, you know, we got the in Houston, we got the African region promoted, and we said, okay, we're going to do our first conference in Cape Town. And so the thing was organized in such a way, you know, tons of Americans came there. And they got to use American Airlines, you know, no, United Airlines. Yeah. Well planned. And when they go there, you don't even want to leave. So when I got my platform, I said, see, you guys, you were scared of coming to Africa. Africa, we do it the best way. So now you're all loving it. Right. So don't pay attention to all that you hear. And nothing like that in Ghana. Ghana, Africa is just like as you see here in this country.
And I want to say something. People who say that has never been there.
Right.
So I say, look, until you go and visit, right? Right? And know for yourself. Don't believe the hype.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, Ghana is one of the most peaceful uh, cities I've been in, and it really, literally, as a black person, it felt home.
Uh-huh.
For the first time in my life, this was not a barrier.
Uh-huh. So being black, so being black was not a barrier because everybody now is it white folks over in Ghana?
Oh, I mean, oh, a lot of them, oh, a lot of them. Look, I mean, I'm sitting in this studio. You're talking about promoting, establishing a radio station. You know how many radio stations we have in Ghana?
How many?
Well, we have more than getting to almost about 1,000 radio stations in Ghana.
1,000 radio?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
So it's
if
not.
I'm sitting in this studio and then you telling the America we need to establish radio stations, more radio stations in America, black stations. I say, hey, wait a minute, what am I hearing?
Yeah, you're hearing the truth because you guys actually have a bigger voice than we do. Across the land, we only own like 200 radio stations right now in America. Only 200.
Yeah,
that's not a lot. Well, where they got thousands, like you said, they got thousands.
In Ghana, we have some radio stations across all over the country, community radios. I mean, blasting every day. I mean, the good thing that is happening to the world today is technology, which you are in.
Right.
If anything you want to know, all you have to do is Google.
Right.
You Google Ghana, all the things that you want to know, right, comes in front of you.
So y'all got internet and all that stuff.
Everything is there.
Okay.
Trains is there. I'm a host up every 24/7.
Okay. See, I just want to break down all these stereotypes, y'all, because
right.
I hear all this stuff every day. They don't have no guns, which is cool. Oh man, that's great.
I was talking to him about the violence that's going on in the city the last 3-4 months. And he goes, that don't go down.
So do y'all have problem with juveniles getting in trouble and stuff?
No, I mean, the kind of training that we have from upbringing and things like that, I mean, the laws are there, but you hear it through our school system. I mean, you bet. Yes, I mean, there is this everywhere in the world.
Yeah, I mean, we all mischievous.
Yeah, but not the kind of things that you see in this country. I'm guaranteeing you that. No, no.
Okay, all right. Well, Ghana's safe, y'all.
Very safe. Very safe.
Way safer than America, especially they're not carrying guns. It's very. It's totally different, totally opposite. Wow.
What's the money value to American dollar?
Well, the money value today, as I speak, I mean, I think it's about today is it hop between $1 is equivalent in Ghana. It hop between 10, 11, and 12 thereabouts.
Okay, so your cash is almost equal to American dollar almost.
No. That's no. What I'm saying, a dollar is equal to about 10 cedis. Between 10, it hop between 10, 11. I can tell you right now as I speak here.
It used to be 18. It used to be 18 to 1.
That's right.
So for every $1 American dollar, you got 10 Ghanaian dollars.
Cedis.
Not
dollars.
What would you call them?
Cedis.
Hey, well,
CEDIS.
Oh, what all these languages?
It used to be 18 to 1.
No, he climbed that to that 3 years ago, but now he's back to I think about 11.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 to $1. Yeah, $1. So basically, let me say this: if you take $1, you probably get if you $1 is giving you probably 100 cedis.
Okay,
that's right.
1,000
cedis. My apologies. Yeah.
Wow.
$100.
$100. Yeah. So what can I buy with those 1,000? You said 1,000 cities?
Yeah, 1,000 cities. You can buy. You can buy a lot of things.
I can buy a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You can take that to feed your whole home.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's right.
All right. Well, shoot, man, we need to go to Ghana quicker.
Household, yeah.
We need to go quicker sooner or later.
You see so many like Ludacris. You see, I think Steve Harvey doing some investing over there. Akon. That's the move.
Right.
What's Tyler Perry?
Right.
He's building a studio over there.
Oh, that's great. Well, because I know, theater and movies are big in Africa.
Oh, very big. Yeah, that's big.
That's why the arts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I'm sitting here, the rate is here. That's $1 is equal to 10.81 cedis.
Okay.
$1 equals to 10.81 cedis. That is the rate as I sit in this studio.
Okay. Well, I got my Martine just walking in the building. I'm gonna switch out. See, I'm gonna let her take my seat, and then And then we're gonna continue the
That's
conversation.
right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
The hardest working.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm
Thanks so
fine,
much for
fine.
yesterday.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
welcome.
He had a ball yesterday. he had a ball yesterday.
Okay, you're not gonna be part of the conversation. All right. Good morning, Omaha. It's been
Good
a
morning.
minute. It is your favorite co-host, Martine, live here in studio on the Boss Morning Show. We have our guests. King's been talking with our guests. I've been listening to the interview on the way down
Oh,
here.
okay. That's
Yeah. You guys started early. So glad to have you here. Prince Kwame is from Ghana, Accra, Ghana.
good. Yes.
Straight from Accra, Ghana. Welcome to the States. Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you.
You are welcome. We're so glad to have you, Willie. Thank you for hosting him and bringing him in and tuning him in to Omaha.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things that can happen here in Omaha, and that has happened here in Omaha. And we welcome more opportunities to be great right here in the middle of the country.
Absolutely.
That's where Omaha is located, y'all.
The middle of the country.
Middle of the country, right. So a lot of people still don't know about Omaha, but we on the map. We on the map, y'all. So welcome to the Boss Morning Show here at 95.7 The Boss.
Thank you.
So we've been talking about a lot of different things. Tourism came up, which is where I fit in this piece of the puzzle. Because as some of you know, and some of you may not know out there in Omaha, our listeners, our viewers, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, I've been to Ghana, West Africa. I'm married to a Ghanaian.
That's right.
Samuel Kwate. Samuel Kwate.
Samuel Kwate from Accra.
Accra. That's right. So I've been several times, and shout out to Sammy because he's really opened up my eyes to the motherland by visiting with him and he shared his culture with me, which I really, really appreciate. Never knew if I would ever make it to the motherland. That's been a bucket list. And, for me and probably for a lot of African Americans that are out there to tie back into their culture, where they come from, their motherland. I think it came up in another conversation. Other cultures have a way of dialing back to their motherland, their hometown. But as African Americans, we've been stripped of that opportunity in the past. But now, and this season, it's a season.
Yes.
It's definitely a season. We can connect to our roots. And so that's where I come in at. As I said earlier, some of you may know that I have a tour company that my husband and I, it's been my baby project. And I developed it all the way to I needed to bring my husband in because he's from Ghana. So why not? He does the logistics for us and helps us connect with those in Ghana that can help carry out my project. So S&M Tours is our brand. We take groups of people to Ghana, West Africa, and we have been doing this for probably the last 8 years. And the last group was during the pandemic. We came back in January of 2020. Is that when the pandemic hit? 2020. And then all of a sudden the pandemic was here in America. It's been here, but that's another conversation. I believe it's been here. We just didn't as a country recognize it here in the States. But however, our last group enjoyed the trip. If anyone wants to go see pictures and whatnot, we have a YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page where you can find pictures and learn more about what we did during our trip. But tourism is very, very important. It's very, very important because otherwise, how are you going to know about the motherland? Because you can look at pictures, you can look at videos, all you want. But until you actually visit, it changed my life. Like you were saying earlier, I heard it changed my life. And to have that opportunity to go, I know not everyone is going to be able to go. But if you are
interested, if you are able to go, because the flight is kind of costly. Most Americans have never spent that kind of money to fly anywhere. So it is it's kind of expensive. But if you have the means and wherewithal, and maybe some connections, even use your connections to travel over there. And there's construction out here, so y'all please disregard the noise. Um, but if you have the wherewithal to get over there, I would say go. During the year of return was a big opportunity for Americans to be aware that they could even travel to Ghana, West Africa. Ghana is considered the gateway to Africa. English speaking language. There's no language barrier. That's what I always say, because a lot of people are afraid. I don't speak the language. How am I going to be able to get around and so forth? But you don't have to worry. They speak English. It is a border country, so it's a coastal. It's beautiful. It's beaches galore. Um, so if you are at all interested, go. Willie's putting together a group. He's going with some other people, and there's so many different opportunities. You can go with us. If you need help and you want to go on your own, I'm always here available to kind of help you, because there's things you need to do before you even consider going. We do a lot of informational meetings to get people prepped and just kind of let them know what all you need to do. But Prince Kwame is here. He's doing a lot of great things, and he wants to bring that opportunity to Omaha. So I'm really, really excited. I'm excited for you.
That's right. Thank you.
Continue on with what you guys were talking about before our break. Where did we leave off at, King? Because we talked about tourism. We talked about
so
culture.
let me say here, I didn't even know that you are in tourism, you see.
Oh yes.
So that is a good thing. Okay, the Ghana government, as you know it, because you married to a Ghanaian, so you know of all this. Ghana government has put in a program which is the year of return, and believe you me, every December, Black American folks pour into Ghana. They come in their numbers. You see all these Hollywood stars and things like that who have this was coming to Ghana. They come just because of year of return. This year is not going to be any different. So that is one thing you're going to do. I said from the beginning, sister cities that you are going to do now is going to open. It's going to be like the floodgates, so you can take advantage of it. Now, I'm a businessman. I travel all over the world. Yes, it depends on the time that you travel, that you get it. Now if you also how the airplane program is, if you get a big number, you can get a big rebate of it. Lona just brought in 80 people to Ghana, and then she's coming again. So if you are in tourism and she's on this, and maybe that is the area that you need to start organizing. In America here, because I've been here, I know. Yes, assuming a flight probably costs about, let's put about, your package. Your package total, a flight, hotel, and things like that, probably plus and minus, well, that's to probably about $3,000. If you plan well, because hotels are not that expensive as it is over there. So if you get then the tour package from Accra to Cape Coast, Salpon, and those areas. So yes, you put up a normal package about $3,000. Now you see, I always tell the Americans anytime we come here, anytime we had a Sister Cities program, which always happened in July in the United States, we African, we come in our numbers. Do you know how much it costs us? It costs an average person about $5,000. Don't kid about. I'm not kidding about that now. Because it happened in July. That is summer. Airfare goes up. We just left North Carolina. How much was your hotel bill? So so that is 1 week. 1 week in a hotel here, the transportation and things like that. So it costs you about $5,000. But again, that $5,000, if you register very early, if you know you're going to be attending the conference, register very early, whereby maybe the price will be reduced and you can get a reduced fare. So since you are in tourism, if you do the package for people, that is what people want to know. They
That's
want to
right.
know the package.
Mhm.
You know, Americans, not like we Africans, we take chances. American, like it happened in South Africa. They came,
Mhm.
they want everything to be tailor-made for them.
Mhm.
Arrive at the airport, they pick us from the
Pick you up.
the
Mhm.
airport to the hotel. We come here and look for our own taxi. We don't get scared. We go to our own hotel. It's not that how to call it, Willie is doing for me here. I arrive in America, I find a taxi, I find Uber, and go to my hotel. Americans don't want to do that. Yeah, they want a tailor-made. So that is a
Want to be
package.
catered to.
Yeah, that's a package you got to put together. So if they know that our package is costing you $3,000, everything is in there. The tourism, Accra to Cape Coast, you know. So once they pay that money, you know that you are covered.
That's right.
You know, food, everything is in there. So that will be a very good thing that you do. I never knew that you were told. Congratulations.
Yes,
that you are a true Ghanaian.
I am.
Yeah,
and we
doing
do
a
our
very good
tour
job.
packages like that. We do airport
that's right.
shuttles. They have a transportation the entire time.
So Willie know about that?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So even to the tourist attractions, we have a van that takes everyone around. So they're never left alone without transportation, and they're always with us. So we escort our tour group around the entire time. So they are safe. And that's one thing I want Americans to know, because that's always on their mind. Will I be safe in this country? Ghana hasn't experienced, and you can back me up on this, any civil unrest for a long time. I've done my history. I've done the work. And I've been there several times, 6 or 7 times.
Oh.
So I am a true Ghanaian.
Yeah, Mr. Porte is really doing well.
But Americans are always concerned about safety.
I know.
And you should be, especially when you tour a country you've never been to before. You always want to go with a native. That's why I always hang around the Ghana.
No, there was a very interesting story. Was it the last few months? The former Miss America. What is that? What's her name? Vanessa Williams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was in Ghana. She has never been to Ghana. Vanessa Williams was in Ghana, you know, and she was just walking on the street. Nobody even know who she was. Right. Oh, yeah, she was working in the markets. She was going to the theaters and things like that, because she got attracted to the theater. And so she was working there every day, you know, and very, very, very relaxed. And guess who got? It was BBC who picked the information that she was in Ghana.
Oh.
And they came all the way from London.
Wow.
To blow the story. Nobody knew who she was. So yeah, I mean, she was just quiet.
She blended in.
Oh yeah, she blended in.
And that's what
so
you have
that is
to
what
do.
Ghana is all about.
That's a tip.
Yeah, that's it. She blended in.
Don't stand out.
Yeah, BBC. They go to New York and they flew to Ghana to do the story.
British
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
So Ghana is a very free. So let me say this at this studio, if you all hear me out. Now, since we're going to have this, and then we have the year of return, I don't know, maybe Willie and you should consider. So maybe you can push the date, you know, so you can take advantage of the year of return. Yeah, so you come and sign the agreement, you take advantage. It is big.
Yes, the year of return and beyond.
Now
because
the year
we've done the year of
beyond.
return. So the year of return and beyond.
It's always, it's run, you know, let me put it, it's run to December. Yeah, December to all the way to Christmas. Yeah, that's right.
26.
Yeah.
26th of December.
All the way to Christmas, to the New Year. Then they leave in January, the first week in January. You have all sort of activities. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And coincidentally, that's when we always travel. It's right after Christmas.
Okay.
That is the best time to be in Ghana. They party.
That's right. Oh yeah.
They have a good time. They shut down the city.
Big time.
All the way through New York, New Year's.
Oh, year of return and beyond is big.
Yes.
You see all these Hollywood stars, Steve Harvey, they come. You know, Steve Harvey had a program in Ghana.
Family
Oh
Feud.
yeah, Steve Harvey when he visited, because I live in Chicago, so Steve Harvey, I did the program all the time.
Chicago.
So he always made a comment, Africa, I would never go to Africa. The very first day he's been there, when he went to Africa, before we knew it, Steve Harvey has a program in Africa.
Are you referring to the Family Feud show?
Yeah, Family Feud.
Family Feud is in Ghana.
Oh yeah, Steve Harvey.
He did the show.
Yeah, they show that.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey being sponsored by the Guinness.
Even start talking like
That's
the
right.
accent, the African accent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so
did
now
not know
he's
that.
what do you call it, diplomat of
They made him the
Yeah.
diplomat.
yes. So look, December. So I
Mhm.
believe you plan in such a way that it dovetail into the year of returning beyond. And
That'll be
that's
good.
right. That would be good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the two of you connect, and then that'll be very good.
Absolutely.
You know, the visa you send it to Shema Banks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you travel, you do have to get a passport,
That's
and
right.
you also have to get a visa
That's right.
to enter the country of Ghana.
Mhm.
It's like a permit to enter the country. And a lot more countries are starting to adopt that
That's right.
permit.
Kenya and things like that's right. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So anyway, there's a process. So you can't just book the flight. You got to get some things done beforehand.
Well, I know that. I mean, I always recommend, and I'm glad we were discussing this. And since you are professional and expert in tourism, you know, I mean, American they like they have safety and things like that. So what you could do if you're going to be on this side doing that, then what you need to do, I mean, this is a radio station to you, then you can take all that as a package to do for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you come with a package, processing of the visas, everybody send their passport to you. You take charge of that.
Chris Kwame.
Yeah.
We already do that.
Okay.
High five over here. High five.
So you don't put a betting on an average in
That's
America.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
it. And it's
Because
the
they
best-
don't know.
Precisely. You don't
So
know.
we do that for our travelers.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You know,
I just found out that the consulate in Arkansas.
that's right. The council in Arkansas.
Okay, talk about that.
Well, I mean, it was again through sister cities. You know, we were doing what you call an agreement. It's a little political, so you have to have patience for this. You know, so we're trying to create a relationship. The same thing that you all doing with Arkansas. So we have to work with the government, which is the governorship. I think the two governors, and it took us I think about a couple of years. So then the governor put in a request. Okay, if we're going to be doing this, and there's something I also want. Okay, I want Ghana government to come and put a consulate here to be in charge of the Delta region. So I had to carry that responsibility to Ghana government. You know, and it took me a couple of years. So I had to file the application with their input. And we work at it. I think it traveled through, two governments. You know, it is not easy. Because you have to come to your American district. It's just like ambassador. You know, so they put up a Shema Banks, you know, who was my partner in the sister series, you know, and then to be the consulate there. So we plus and minus, you know, so the government approved it. And then the consulate was set there. So the president sent a delegation of 23, led by the current Ghana's ambassador, who is in Washington today. Yeah, she went and opened the consulate there. So, hey, who knows? We could do the same thing. I was telling Willie, if this thing goes well, we could do the same thing here.
To have a African consulate.
Yeah, well, it should
here
be a
in
Ghana.
Omaha?
Yeah, it should be a Ghana
A
consulate.
Ghana consulate.
And then you can, you know, tap into the rest of the African countries.
Okay.
But I realized that there's a lot of Togolese here, and I was
big
surprised.
Community of
They have a
Togolese.
big community. I was surprised. Yeah.
They say we speak good English around here.
Yeah, that's right. Because normally the French speaking country, they go to Paris. So when I came here yesterday and I saw the lady, you know, the name was, wait a minute. This name, that's a family my wife comes from. So the thing struck me. I said, look, don't I have a relationship with you? Before I knew that she's a Togolese, I said, what?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And then we went to what do you call it? The restaurant was the Togolese. And then we were told that they have a big family community here. And it's big. So that's good.
And shout out to, since you talked about restaurant, to Nina at
Yeah.
Okra's
Yeah,
African
that's right.
Grill.
They were good food.
That's where we ate at last
shout
night.
out. Yeah, big
So
shout out.
shout out to her. So there's a lot of Togolese community, a really big community of Togolese. There's other African nations here. So benefiting from an African or Ghanaian consulate here in Omaha
Mhm.
that we can
Yeah,
extend to all the other nations that are located here in Omaha,
That's
Nebraska,
right.
African nations, would be a great.
Yeah, it would be a
help.
blessing. So that we
Yeah.
started opening the African continent to this place.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
like we hear about Omaha. You know, hey, it never cross your mind that we'll ever come here.
So, just for Americans, African Americans, Americans in general that don't know what the purpose of a consulate, because I didn't know at one point, what is that? What benefit would it be to?
Well, consulate is basically like an embassy. It's an embassy set up, but again, not I mean, it's you report to the ambassador. So you carry all the diplomatic, the trade, and things like you promote trade and all that you can do into these things. So that is the facility they give to you. So with the consulate visas issues.
Okay, so you can get your visas.
Oh, you get your visas.
Okay,
Yeah.
passports.
Passport you can get.
Okay, you got to go through the US.
Yeah, the passport you have to go to Washington. You have to go to Washington, the embassy itself. But visas, the embassy will provide them the visa to issue here, so it can take like Sherman now. I mean, is the only Ghanaian consulate in the United States.
Who is?
The consulate in Arkansas,
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah, it's the only Ghanaian consulate in the United States, apart from the embassy in the New York.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Wow.
Your embassy is in New York versus DC.
Yeah, DC. Ghana embassy is in DC. Yeah, that's right. And the consulate, the government consulate is in New York. But this is, they call it honorary consulate.
Okay.
Which is not honorary consulate. They issue visas. I mean, they can do promote the Ghana interests within that region.
Okay.
So that is a delta region of the United States, which consists of 8 states that he's in charge of. So when you bring, I don't know what is here, you can Omaha run through where? It can be heard of Nebraska state. That's right. So he take care of that. And look, he get visas he get a visa request from all over the place. Yes.
Well, we touch other countries or the states, Iowa,
of course,
Missouri, Kansas.
Once you go to Ghana, it doesn't matter where you are. Yeah. So you can send like you're doing the tourism now, it will be, instead of sending your visa, you can just walk to an office here.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
So it's a process that you have to do. You put in a request and then see whether it be granted. If it's granted, then somebody can be appointed. Yeah.
I actually, the first time we went through Washington D.C. The next time we went, Kofi said, "Why you send it to there? Send it to Little Rock."
Yeah, that's
Little
right.
Rock.
I never knew about Little Rock.
That's right. Yeah.
Send it to New Rock, and it got through
Just
really
like
quicker.
Wow.
A whole lot quicker than send it all the way. And then you didn't have to send a lot of the documents that you send to DC.
That's right.
Is that right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because we currently
It's
just
quicker.
send them to DC, but now I know about Little Rock.
Little Rock, yeah.
But if we could establish something here in Omaha.
I'll give you the information before I
Yes.
leave.
Okay.
So that you can have
that would be
that.
wonderful. I mean, Omaha, we're trying to make it better and better, and a lot of opportunity has come to Omaha. So to be the second consulate in the country,
Be huge.
So, yeah, so we
outside
have to
of the
help,
embassy in DC.
They ain't changed it. I mean, the Midwest.
Ooh, Midwest,
Okay, the
which
Midwest.
we're
Okay,
centrally
Midwest, yeah,
located.
that's right.
A lot of opportunity,
We much easier to come to Omaha.
Yeah.
Your sister city is getting bigger, so we can use the city. Yeah, that's why I'm using the
Yes.
sister cities to do things like that. Because look, since we established, do you know the amount of sister cities family that travel through? So that's like Lona, all his tourism promotion goes through that. So they know the man. He's a part of sister cities. So yeah, we're using the sister cities community. Yeah, of course, we got to get your political government here to get involved and making sure that because it's a government to government.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And I think Bacon will be on board. And I'm pretty sure.
That's 6-month approach. For farmers to come over.
Yes, I'm developing that.
I guess I'll think none of us say no to that.
Yeah, Pillin just had a ag summit. I didn't know anything about it, but
Just yesterday or the day before? Yesterday. Yeah.
So Corinne went, and so there's some opportunities that out there, but we got to get connected to it.
That's right.
All right, but we got to be strategic also. So I'm just so
for business owners, this is the opportunity to get involved. If you come from an ag background, which ag meaning agriculture, business background, because we're always promoting do business in Ghana, and so our tourism is twofold. So I bring a lot of professionals with us. So if they have an interest to do business in Ghana after they've toured with us, they make the connections while they're there, and we've done that. We've done that with the we brought a culinary professional there that she turned into her business to an international culinary institution. So she's doing wonderful brands over there in Ghana. We have a nurse that's interested in opening a clinic, like a facility.
I just said that.
We need our medical professionals to come and do business in Ghana. So there's a lot of opportunity. Tech. You talked about tech earlier. Big time opportunity. There's so much opportunity. And the president of Ghana, can you say his name? Because I never pronounce it correctly.
Nana Akufo-Addo.
Thank you.
Nana Akufo-Addo. Very brilliant, very, very brilliant gentleman.
Yes.
That's a lot of letters in that.
He welcomes
African
Americans back home, Africans in the diaspora to come home, bring your knowledge, bring your background, bring your money. We need money to take money to do anything, right? So bring your professionalism over to Ghana or whatever nation you want to pick. It doesn't matter. And start building and helping out the motherland. It's very, very important. We kind of encourage people with our brand. We encourage people to do that. So it's not just traveling. We're not just tourists. We are going to make a difference. Right? We're going to make a difference. And so I always encourage people that want to go, have that in your mind. If you are from a professional background and you want to do business beyond the United States, consider Ghana, consider some of the other African nations. Very, very important. So that's a push that the president of Ghana he's extended out the invitation to come back home and do these things and help out the motherland. So if anyone's interested, you can get in contact with me, Willie Hamilton, and shout out to Midlands African Chamber. We did a meetup yesterday, a networking event. That's another organization. If you're a business professional, to get your business connected with that chamber, Midlands African Chamber, so you can get connected with the people that you want to do business with, and you'll end up in Ghana probably for sure. If I'm around, you'll probably travel if you have an interest. Sometimes the problem is they don't know where to start or who to go with. And so that's why I'm always out there promoting it, live streaming.
Well, that is what Sister City is all about also.
That's right.
That's what Sister City is all about also. And then tourism becomes a very big thing of, look, everybody, business has to start with you being there. Yeah. And the only way you can get there is through tourism. Yeah. That's why a lot of people travel to a country. I mean, I'm here, living testimony. I've never been here. I heard so, if not because of Willie, I would not be here. I'm here and I'm excited. I'm speaking from a radio station.
So 95.7 The Boss.
That's right, The Boss, man. So from the business ideas, I love the place. So tourism take you there, you love the place, and then you think around the box.
Let me ask you a question. How do you get your name Prince?
My dad is a chief, I mean, he died. My brother took over, from a town called Havre de Mape. Yeah,
Can you repeat that, please, really loud in the mic? The accent, it comes out so fast. Like, what did you say?
Ghana has a whole of 16 regions, divided into so many districts. In city in Ghana, we call it districts. And we have so many villages out of that, small village ethnic regions and like that. So I am from traditional area called Have. Have. H-A-V-E.
Have. Okay.
But the town called Domafe, that is where my dad was a DC and then my brother took over. Currently, my brother just died. We're going to be burying him in November, probably.
Oh, sorry for your loss.
He's the elder who is the throne. So now the next king has to be installed from maybe our children. So they're looking.
Oh, okay.
But I do want to say this. I want to give a big shout out to Kenny McMorris and also to Mr. Tish Crawford.
Terrence Bud Crawford.
Undisputed champ. I mean, he literally put Nebraska on his back. On his back. And he's doing it for the right reasons. So big shout out to Bud and all the recognition that comes along with that. So I'm so excited to be in the parade with a lot of other folks.
So Prince Kwame, did you watch the fight? The Bud Crawford fight?
No, I didn't. So as a matter of fact, when
because Ghana is big boxing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your family.
Yeah. I
caught it. I never knew. It's a small world. Yeah, so he brought. So I quickly Googled and I realized that the young guy is doing pretty well here. So of which the parades is going to be all about. So we thank So I hope you'll be. Well, we talked about it yesterday. So whether you can put him in the group to come to Ghana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna reach out to you.
And he's been to West Africa.
Yeah. He likes it too. So just about the approach.
You can't come to Ghana or Africa that you will not like. Anybody come to Ghana, Africa, you will love it. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely.
There's no problem. So we want to thank you, 95.7, the boss man.
Yes. And don't forget about the boss lady now.
The boss lady. The boss man and the boss lady. Thank you for hosting me. And hey, shout out to all the what do you call it? Omaha people.
And we hope that you continue to have a great stay here while you're here and enjoy. The weather's nice.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not hot like it was, like extremely hot. But enjoy the food. Hopefully we can find enough cultural food for you.
Thank you.
I know that's important. When I travel to Ghana, I eat the culture's food, but then I start to have withdrawals because I'm from America, so I want some American food. So I understand, you're gonna gravitate to. Where's my African food at?
Yesterday was good. I mean,
that's good.
Okra, man. I had a great time up there. Hey, man, I want to always say, man, every time I've asked you to do something, man, you did it. So I just want to make sure that I give you your plug and what you do, man, because if we didn't have 95.7, I think we'd be in a whole lot of trouble, misinformation, and the whole 9 yards. So,
yeah.
But there's a station in Ghana like this, though, 95.7.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, there is a station.
From America to Ghana, but I'm still working on that.
Kofi should be able to help you with that.
Okay.
Because he's the interviews.
Okay.
So Kofi got the plugs.
Okay, I'm going to get in touch with Kofi. Yeah. But that would be great to kind of connect us. I like the Sister City Radio thing. You might start something, King.
Yeah.
Never know.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So, Omaha, Nebraska, we have been talking with Prince Kwame, straight from Ghana, West Africa. Remember that T-shirt straight out of... Need a T-shirt like that straight out of Ghana. There probably was one done. So he is visiting Omaha, hosted by Willie Hamilton, Black Men United. We're on a venture to finish up the Sister Cities agreement so that we can connect with Ghana, have our people over here in Omaha connect with Ghana, so that we can do some things for the motherland, continue to build the motherland up. We got to give back. It's all about giving back. We are fortunate to be here living in America as Americans, Black Americans, whatever you want to say. And so now it's time. This is the opportunity. This is the season to give back.